Hello and good afternoon, and welcome to the first edition of Verizon Connect's TA Tuesdays. Um, just thought we'd come along every second Tuesday to sort of pull back the curtain on talent acquisition, to give you an idea of who we are in the background, working away on your applications and looking at all the LinkedIn content that we're putting out there. So basically putting a face to the name. So look, I'm going to kick off this week with Brian Cassidy, who is an incredible guy. He works on the same team as myself here in Dublin. And we're going to bring Brian in. We're going to have a little chat about software engineer jobs, careers in general, culture, and life here at Verizon Connect. So I'm going to bring Brian in. Brian, how you doing?
Hey Keith, how's it going? How are you?
I'm good. You are live, and you're the first guest on TA Tuesdays.
Absolutely. Let's get this ball rolling. Get this ball rolling.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, it's a great honor. Great honor to be the first guest. So
there you go. I'm absolutely thrilled to have you. And come here, you were saying to me earlier on you're a little bit under the weather. How are you feeling?
Not great.
Yeah.
It's like after a long weekend.
Yeah.
I was feeling fine all weekend. Then just this morning, back in work and just woke up not feeling good today. But I think there's something going around because there was a meeting, a team meeting we had earlier, and I noticed a few people with sniffles on the call. So I'd say I'm not the only one. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice or not now, but it's
I can.
I'm okay. I'm okay. I'll survive this.
There you go. You'll soldier on. You'll soldier on.
Yeah. And it's a Verizon thing, right? When a colleague comes to you looking for a favor, doesn't matter if you're sick, you still got to do your bit and become the first guest, right?
Well, you know what? I'm honored beyond belief. Look, Brian, we won't stay too long. The idea of this is 10, 15 minutes, quick conversation with the likes of yourself and Shakira and Leon and Padraig and the wider team, just to give people an idea of who we are, let them see the face behind recruitment as well. Pull back the curtains, shall we say. Padraig uses that on Fireside Fridays. I'm going to see, can I brand that for TA Tuesdays? And then just a general conversation around and culture and stuff like that as well. Yourself, Brian, tell me a quick little something about little bit about yourself.
A little bit about me. So I suppose I've been recruiting. It's one of those things you forget how long it is. I think it's 12 or 13 years now at this stage.
Wow.
Yeah. So doesn't feel like that long. But yeah, I've been recruiting for that. I've been in technical recruiting for almost all of that. I've worked a career that's been in-house, agencies, consultancy, kind of span across a lot of different environments. And then about 18 months ago now, which again, talking about time flying, I can't believe it's 18 months, but it's about that I joined Verizon Connect as a senior TA recruiter here. So yeah, that's kind of, I had a long winding path to get here through a couple of different companies, but very happy with where I've ended up now for the last while. So
we got here in the end, Brian, and not too similar from my own career. I'm probably just about a couple of years on you there as well, but not too far behind you in the door to Verizon Connect and Verizon, and absolutely loving it. Getting to work for the likes of yourself.
I think we actually started within a couple of weeks of each other, didn't we?
Yeah, we were. And I have to admit, like our EMEA team and our colleagues in America and APAC are a fantastic group of people as well. We're so lucky to be working with the group of people of which we are. So it's fantastic.
It is. It's an important part to every job as well. I think your colleagues are the people who you're dealing with day in, day out, right? So
absolutely.
Yeah, huge part of being successful and happy, I think, in any role.
Yeah, absolutely. And our hashtag that we're putting out on LinkedIn all the time is, hashtag Verizon, hashtag V team as well. And that V team is very important because we are a team, but we're more than a team. This might sound cheesy to a lot of people out there, but we are family. Because we spend a lot of time together and stuff like that as well. So look, the area of the business you recruit for, Brian, probably not too dissimilar from myself as well in terms of what you're out there market looking for. I know there's not, a massive amount of recruitment going on at the moment as well. So that gives us an opportunity to do stuff like this as well for when we are, when we're going 100 miles an hour out there with X amount of requisitions and so forth as well. Just tell me a little bit about the type of roles that you're recruiting for, that you've previously and you will be recruiting for in the future.
Yeah. So it's pretty wide array of stuff. So I'd mainly work on the connected devices side of the recruitment. So kind of loosely related to kind of IoT, that kind of area. So the sort of roles I'm working for, it's pretty varied. So like on the mobile side, I'd be recruiting for Android and iOS developers. We do a lot of recruitment in that space. Full stack developers, we're doing full stack front end developers, back end developers, and then some roles will kind of have a combination of it. Maybe it's weighted one way or the other. Also doing a lot of work around SDETs and QA, and as well done a little bit of work around kind of computer vision and research in that area. And then data engineers, machine learning, kind of that. Okay. So it's a very, very wide. Now, all very tech focused.
What's the tech like? What's the tech stack like then, Brian?
Where will we start? On the mobile side or that?
Let's have a look at our full stack developers then. So if there's any full stack developer watching this, what should be tweaking their?
Yeah. So I guess what we would be on our side, right? So .NET background, so all the related technologies to that. So you'd be looking at C#, .NET Core, ASP.NET, SQL. On our front end, we'd be using a lot of Angular. And one of the things we look for is cloud background and cloud technology as well. So we'd use heavy AWS, but we're open with that. If a candidate doesn't have AWS, that wouldn't rule anybody out. So if you have some cloud experience, that's fine. We realize you pick that up quite quickly. Outside of kind of the languages, we'd be looking for, if someone had any experience with Kanban, that would be a benefit. Again, it won't rule you out, but it would be a bonus. And experience working with CI/CD pipelines as well. That's the kind of stuff that we'd be looking for, for those type of roles.
Just on the cloud side of things as well, you alluded to it there. There is some flexibility in terms of what we look for and from an environment, and as we're probably one of the largest AWS environments out there, and I know we've made hires outside of AWS. So if there is developers on here watching, or watching back later on, that are sitting there going, "Oh, I have the C#, I have the .NET, I have the Angular on the front end, but I'm Azure or I'm," should they come talk to us?
100%. Absolutely, 100%. Yeah. And not even Azure. If you have any sort of cloud as well, it's fine. And you know what? I'd say even if you don't have the cloud, send us a message as well, because there's a lot of different roles open within a lot of different teams. Some of them that is more of a requirement than other roles. So come chat to us, have a conversation, and we'll talk and we can see what we can do.
Okay. So anybody watching this, C#, .NET Core, Angular, AWS or Azure, drop us a note. And what's the best way of anybody getting in touch with you, Brian? I know people can go onto our career site and stuff like that and click link. And part of the reason why we're doing this as well is because we want to get people familiar with our faces and our voices, right? When they click a link, the CV goes off. We want people to know that we're here and we're, outside of that, is there any other way that people can actually contact you? I know there's various ways they can contact me because I'm constantly on LinkedIn talking, and as you are. But for yourself, is there any particular way you like people to reach out to you?
LinkedIn is perfectly fine. Get a lot of messages coming through LinkedIn daily from people that are looking for roles. So absolutely, I'd say I'm open to connecting with anybody on LinkedIn. Feel free to shoot me a message. Feel free as well that if we've spoken in the past, let's say if you reached out to me a week ago and I didn't have a role, feel free to follow up with me in a couple of weeks and see, if anything's come in as well. So I think LinkedIn is probably a powerful tool for that. Obviously emails are open as well, but I think LinkedIn is more interactive and kind of, messaging, kind of less formal way of chatting. So either work fine, but LinkedIn's, I think it's made for it.
Yeah, absolutely. And don't forget as well to be watching our Fireside Fridays at 12 o'clock as well, where we interview people from all across the business as well, to give people a flavor of the business and the culture. And coming on to that, the culture, and I just wanted to get an idea as well from your teams and where you're sort of typically making these hires, Brian. Are they geographically dispersed, or are we Dublin based, or what's the situation there?
All over the world. Yeah, I've never done so much international hiring now as we do here. So local candidates, people that are within 10, 15 minutes walks of the office to the other side of the world. So yeah, don't let that be a deterrent as well. We will, for the right candidates, assist getting you over here, getting you set up. So
yeah,
we're open to anybody. Geographical location isn't a game stopper for anybody. And then we'd be doing a lot of, I suppose, kind of hybrid work forward as well, which helps out a little bit with that, where people wouldn't be in the office every single day, or most likely even every week. So that helps out with so putting a wider net out to other places within Ireland as well.
Absolutely. And I think our hybrid model is fantastic. It allows us the flexibility. Me personally, I love being in the office, as you do. And Fridays, Fridays is our day in the office.
I was gonna say you're a new father now, right? So I'd say a little bit of peace and quiet in the office isn't a bad thing for you.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna up the days in the office to about 7 or 8 days a week, Brian, to be honest with you. But
on Saturdays and everything, yeah.
I just need to be careful, just in case Sam's mom is watching this.
Yeah, someday Sam will grow up and watch it too. Yeah.
I'll get myself into trouble.
Yeah.
So the culture, look, I love it. I had a quick game of pool downstairs with Kieran from IT, and there's a couple of stakeholders around eyeing up the pool table. So I'm probably going to go back down at lunchtime and have a little bit of a challenge. But what's your thoughts on the culture? I mean, and what was it? What really stands out to you in terms of our culture? What's important to you, Brian?
Yeah, so I think we've done a great job. I know, like, if there's a lot of remote work, sometimes it's easy to lose that culture. But I think we've done a good job of making sure that we keep that. We meet up as often as we can in the office. We do, even when we're not in the office, we have a once a week remote team get together where work is banned. We talk about music, we talk about people's lives, everything's going on. Anything but work is the rule, but a lot of focus on new songs that we've heard, and disagreeing about what team music we have this week and whether or not a song qualifies or not. So some nice friendly arguments and disagreements and debates. So no, we do a lot of work on that. In the office, lunches together, coffee meets, throwing around different ideas. Quite often we're gathered around the whiteboard, helping each other out with ideas or idea generation, jam boards, that sort of stuff. So no, it's great. It's brilliant. And as well, it's the sort of place where we have a culture of if I need help, I know that I can come to you or anyone else on the team, and they'd be more than happy to put up their hands and do it. And
absolutely.
Then and I'm the same. I return the favor to anybody on the team. So
absolutely, I think that fans out across from TA right into our engineering teams as well. And I'd be right in saying we're collaborative, we're innovative, but it's such a fun environment. We do have like when we're working hard, but we do pull back and have a little bit of fun as well, whether that's a game of pool or ping pong or whatever it may be as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
One little thing, one little thing I just wanted to bring up was around CSR. I know, and I'm conscious for time. We could talk for hours, Brian, about the stuff which you've done for the blood run, and the B bomb. The blood drive seems to be something that's very, very close to your heart. Pardon the pun, blood heart. Anyway, but well done on arranging that. I have to say that was a spectacular. Have you anything sort of in the back of the mind that you're going to be bringing to the table soon, or?
For us, I actually do, but
Secret.
Watch this space. Watch this space. Yeah, no, we've done so. We went some bee bombing a couple of weeks ago. Before that, we did a litter pick. Before that, then we organised a team blood donation where we all got together and went in to roll up our sleeves and save a few lives. There's more in the pipeline, more coming.
Good.
But watch this space. Watch this space.
Absolutely love it. No, bring it, because it's something that's close to our heart, and it's in our DNA here. It's all part of us. We do as much to give back to society as we possibly can.
Yeah.
Brian, time is ticking on, and I'm conscious you're not well, so you need to go off and get some more paracetamol and stuff into you as well. If anybody's watching this, words of wisdom to anybody watching this now, what would they be?
Words of wisdom. It would be, well, first of all, if you are thinking of Verizon Connect as somewhere to move to, that yes, in my opinion, it should be top of your list. I've never worked somewhere where I've been challenged so much, given responsibility, or even if I have an idea that I mentioned in passing, I'm told to do it. Sometimes I ask the question, do you think it would work if we did that? Well, go do it that way and find out if it works that way.
It's the innovative piece.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. A lot of like knowledge sharing happens as well between the teams, and if you do figure out a cool way of doing something, sitting down with everyone and then teaching that back to the teams. So that'd be my advice to anyone. If you are looking for somewhere where you'll be challenged, pushed, but also given a lot of room to try and experiment, Verizon Connect's got to be the place for it.
I love it. I have to say, I absolutely love what you're saying there. And I just wanted to, Padraig made a comment there saying that Sam is either a future TA leader or an engineer. Absolutely. His V Team T-shirt is already in the post from the US as well. So he shall
future
be
pool shark, I'd say, like his dad.
Well,
yeah,
he might be able to give Daddy a couple of lessons. To be totally frank and honest with you. Yeah. So look, your closing statement really is saying, come talk to us. Whether you have all the skills and what we're looking for, come talk to us either way. Have a conversation with us, and let's see where we can sort of bring things and see where you'd actually fit in. Brian,
send us all a message. Anyone on the TA team, drop us a message, and we'll be happy to have a chat. Yeah, absolutely.
Brian, I have to say a massive thank you. You soldiered on. And so I really do appreciate it. Our first TA Tuesday, and you've done it, man. You get some of that into you, and I hope you're feeling better. Hopefully, I'll see you in the office on Friday, and we can play some pool and go over to the old food market.
Excellent.
Brian,
good stuff.
I'll leave you be.
Thanks for having me, Keith.
Catch you later. Thanks a mil.
Bye.
There you have it. Brian Cassidy, an absolute legend, great guy to work alongside. He's a wealth of information in that head, and he's just an all-around super guy. So like I said, short and sweet. Don't forget Fireside Fridays every Friday at 12 o'clock, where either myself or Padraig will be interviewing people from across the business as well. And every second Tuesday, we'll have TA Tuesdays, and we will be coming back with Leon Cunningham, who's doing lots in the full stack space at the moment. So keep it in your diary. As always, I'm going to leave you with our credo, show how we turn up for our customers and for each other. So have a great day, and thanks a million for your time.
This is our Verizon credo. It's inspired our culture for almost 20 years. Think of it as a note to self, our declaration of values, a guide for our day-to-day.
Everything we do, we build on a strong network,
systems, and process foundation.
We know our products
and can explain them to customers.
We make it easy for customers to do business with us.
By listening,
anticipating,
and responding.
Integrity is at the core
of who we are.
We know teamwork enables us to serve our customers better and faster.
We run to a crisis, not away.
We deliver superior customer experiences through our products and our actions.
This is our credo.
It keeps us grounded,
aligned,
doing the right things.
It's about who we are,
how we work, and most of all, who we work for.
We focus outward.
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 We focus outward
on the customer.